there fellow guitar slingers, Joshua Rogers here. Welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to be covering Study in B minor by the famous Spanish guitarist Fernando Sor. If you want the tabs, leave your email and a comment down below. Like and subscribe to my channel and I'll be happy to send those tabs out to you. If you want the full version with the sheet music, performance indication, left hand, right hand fingerings and so on, you can head to my website arohaduo.com/fullscores and you can purchase those there. Let's do this. It's in B minor, so we're going to be starting with a B minor chord. So we have a full bar, well you can just bar 5 strings, but we have a bar at the 2nd fret. Second finger is going on to the 3rd fret of the B string. 4th finger, 4th fret on the G string. 3rd finger, 4th fret on the D string. And we're going to be playing 5 and 2 together. It's 3, 4, 3. Then 2, 3. Then we're moving to the 1st string and picking that. So that's 1, 2, 4, 2. 1, 2. The first 2 bars sound like this. Then we're removing the bar, but keep this 3rd finger on, and your 1st finger is going to the 2nd fret on the B string, and we have that's 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2. Let me put those 2 bars together. Then we're going back to the 1st chord. Keep this 3rd finger on. That's 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Let's take it from this previous chord. This principle here of leaving on 1 finger or 2 between different chords is called pivoting. So it's a really important technique that you should try to use as often as you can. It'll really simplify moving between different chords. So you should always look for the opportunity to use a pivot finger if you can, if it's there. Okay, now we're moving to an F sharp major chord. Once again, this is still acting as a pivot finger. 2nd finger is going on to the 3rd fret of the G string. 1st finger, 2nd fret on the B string. And we're going to be doing this. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. And then back to the B minor chord. Play the same sequence. I'll play it from the beginning. Then we're moving to 3 open strings. That's 1, 2, 3, 2. We're placing our 2nd finger onto the 1st fret of the 1st string. So that's 1st string followed by the open 2nd. That bar sounds like this. Then we're going to have a bar at the 2nd fret. 2nd finger goes onto the 3rd fret of the G string, and 3rd finger onto the 4th fret of the D string. So that's 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 4th string, 3rd string. So those 2 bars sound like this. Then you start it again. Here though, instead of going back to the B minor chord, we're going to go to a G chord. 3rd finger this time is acting as a guide finger, so it's going to slide along to the 5th fret on the D string. 2nd finger, 4th fret on the G string. 1st finger, 3rd fret on the B string. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. From the preceding bar it sounds like this. A7 chord. Okay, so there we have second finger on the second fret of the B string. Right, so that's 1 open, then B string, G open, then back to the B string. Then we're doing 2 notes at the same time. First finger goes onto the second fret of the D string and play that string, 4 and 1 open. Then to the second fret on the B string. That bar sounds like this. Back to the B minor chord. Here, my second finger is a guide finger. It goes along, so don't do this. See there? I lifted off everything. There's no need. Watch this finger closely. There's 2 really important principles in here. That's why it's called a study. It gives you an opportunity to study your technique. There, it's a study in using a guide finger principle. Guide. Okay, let me just explain that bar. It's the same as the other bars that you've heard. Going back to that opening B minor chord. Then we're going back to the F sharp major chord. And then back to the B minor chord with the bar this time. That's 3-2, 4-3, and then the second fret on the 5th string. This last note here is a crotchet, otherwise known as a quarter note. Okay, I'm just going to play that last line. Then we're starting again. I really suggest that you get the tabs for this from me. The reason is you can follow along perfectly with what I'm doing. I've just skipped a few bars because I've already explained them before, but at this point you might get lost, you know, if you don't have the tabs to go along with. You'll be thinking, oh, where's Josh jumped to? I do recommend that you like and subscribe and then leave your email and I'll send those tabs out to you and then you can follow along with me perfectly. Right now we're going from bar 24. We have a full F sharp major chord. Okay, so I've got the bar there across the second fret, second finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and we're going 2, 1, 3, 2, 4. And the last note is a crotchet or quarter note. Then we're shifting to a B7 chord. Alright, so there you can see my 3rd finger has acted as a pivot finger again. 4th finger is on the 4th fret of the B string, and we're going to play 5 and 2 together, followed by 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Those 2 bars sound like this. Then we're moving to an E minor chord. 2 open E's together, open G, and 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, then open G, open B, open G. Leave this finger on. Okay, so 2nd finger has gone onto the 2nd fret of the B string. We're playing open A and the C sharp on the B string together. 24. Here we're moving to a D major chord. Guide finger, 2nd finger moves to the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay, this is quite a bit of a stretchy chord. It's just like a C chord moved along 2 frets. 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string. first finger 2nd fret G string, 3rd finger 4th fret D string, 4th finger 5th fret on the A string. We've got that note by itself, and then we're going to run through and back like this. 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Then we're moving to an A minor 7th chord, or it could be a C with an E in the bass. Okay, there, first finger 1st fret on the B string, 2nd finger 2nd fret on the D string, 6 and 2 together, open G, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string. Okay, let's run from bar 24. Here we have something a little bit unusual. We have several notes happening in the bass at the same time as the melody notes. It sounds like this. That's just outlining a C chord actually. 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. We're playing those two notes at the same time, followed by open G. Now open G is going to happen 3 times here, like this. So we've got then to an open E and the E on the 4th string at the same time, open G, then this E again and 1st fret on the B string together, and the open G for the 3rd time. Bar 31. 2nd finger 1st fret on the G string, 1st finger 1st fret on the 6th string, and we're playing the 6 and 2 strings together, followed by 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. In context, it sounds like this. Then we're going to move to the 2nd fret. Watch how I do this, watch carefully. Yeah, it's a nice subtle shift. I'm using this 2nd finger as a guide finger, and it's going to the 3rd fret, and I'm keeping my 1st finger quite close. We have a bar at the 2nd fret. The 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret of the G string, and we're doing 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string, 4th finger on the 4th fret of the D string, play 6 and 3 together, and then go all the way that way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the previous chord it sounds like this. Then we start again. We're taking it from bar 40. We're back to the F sharp major chord, and this time it's becoming an F sharp 7th. So we have a full bar at the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, 3rd finger 4th fret on the D string, and we're going to do this. Okay, so that's 1, 4, 3, 2, then 3rd finger comes off, and we do the barred note at the 2nd fret on the D string, followed by 3rd fret on the G string. Sounds like this. Then we're doing a hinge bar. I've explained the hinge bar concept or principle in several of my other videos. What I'm doing here is I'm still actually barring, but it's like a hinge. This part here is hinging. So there, I'm still hinged at the 2nd fret, and it's going to sound like this. Alright, so here we have the hinge at the 2nd fret on the 1st string, 2nd finger 3rd fret B string, 3rd finger 4th fret G string, and we're doing with an open D to begin. Those two bars sound like this. Then we're moving along, bar at the 4th fret, 3rd finger onto the 6th fret of the B string, and we're going to play 5 and 1 together. Okay, there we have 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. It sounds like this. If we take it from the previous bar, hold the bar, next chord. There we have 3rd finger 6th fret on the G string, 2nd finger 5th fret on the B string, 4th finger 6th fret on the 1st string, and we're playing 4 and 1 together. Then 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Those 3 bars sound like this. Then we're moving along. There's another guide finger, the 4th finger is guiding from the 6th to the 7th fret on the 1st string, 1st finger 5th fret on the D string, 3rd finger 7th fret on the G string, and you're going to play 4 and 1 together. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. From the previous chord it sounds like this. Moving to a bar or half a bar at the 2nd fret. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, 3rd finger 4th fret on the G string, and we play 4 and 1 together. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. From the previous chord it sounds like this. Just while I'm mentioning it, you can see here the 3rd finger is acting as a guide finger again. It's gliding down from the 7th to the 4th. Okay, so that's just like the 1st chord. Here I have my finger barring on the 2nd fret, and 2nd finger 3rd fret on the B string, 4th finger 4th fret on the G string, 3rd finger 4th fret on the D string, and we're playing 4 and 1 together. So that's 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Those several bars sound like this. Then we're doing a full bar at the 2nd fret. Play 6 and 1 together. 2nd string. Then 2nd finger onto the 3rd fret of the G string. That's 4 and 3. Finish up with 1st finger 2nd fret on the A string, 4th finger 4th fret on the G string, and an open D. So we play 5, 4, 3 together. Awesome, that's the entire piece, Study in B minor, complete. It is a study, so as I was saying at the beginning of the video, you should really try to analyze the aspects of your playing when you're doing this. Make sure you keep your right hand nice and relaxed. There's several ways to pick this. I tend not to use my thumb too much, so you could sort of pick it like this. But I kind of do it with these 3 fingers because I just like working them out without using the thumb too much. Here, I'm using, a lot of other people might do it, middle index thumb, like this. Whereas me, I quite like using these 3 fingers to do most of that. Watch this version. It's really up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to pick it. What you might have heard there is me emphasizing some of the notes. It has this type of melody going. What I'm doing there to emphasize that, I do a light rest stroke You don't have to do a wrist stroke with your right hand, but it does help to emphasize certain notes, usually melodic notes. You're trying to bring them out so it doesn't sound all the same. If you didn't emphasize anything, it would still sound nice, but it would sound sort of like this, a little bit monotonous. It's still nice, but when you start using the wrist stroke, or you pick that note a little bit louder, you're going to give it more shape, and then listeners can follow you a little bit more closely with a bit more interest. Also, what you can hear is I'm playing a little bit with the timing, and I'm also using dynamics. Dynamics means you go louder, softer, louder, softer. There I'm sort of, as far as the timing is concerned, I'm rushing some parts and I'm slowing down other parts. And for volume, I sort of like to tail off at the end of the phrases, so when I'm hitting those F sharp major chords like this, I sort of get quieter, you know. There are no performance indications in the piece per se. Sor I think he just left it up to the performer to do whatever they were going to do. Fellow guitar slingers, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm actually giving you more advice about technique and some interpretation and a little bit of the right hand stuff, because usually I sort of steer clear of this. This is the hand that tends to plague a lot of classical guitarists or fingerpicking guitarists the most, and as a result of that I just let you try to decide what you're going to do. For this hand, left hand, for the most part there's not too many things that you can do differently here. I know a lot of guitarists, they're amazing and they just use thumb and one finger. One of my cousins back in New Zealand, he can play this song, Romance, with just this finger and his thumb, and he's like fast. I've tried, I can't do it, but everyone develops their own technique, and you've just got to go with what suits you. You don't have to copy me or anything. It's always best that you find your own way of doing things. Anyway, that's it. Plenty more tutorials and plenty more lessons coming up. Thanks for hanging with me. As you know, let your fingers fly.